hello to everybody who is here. We are so excited that so many people have already joined us. That's a new record. People were sitting in the waiting room, like they were like ready to be here. But I'm gonna stop talking because you should or may not know who I am. I'm Brianna. I'm from the Render team, and I have a special guest for us today. I hope you guys are so excited, just like I am, because I would love to introduce you to Render ATL speaker, amazing human being, done all the things, and we're going to talk about them, Miss Sequoia.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to talk to you guys.
Oh my goodness, it's going to be fun. We were having so much fun before we got on live, guys. And I know some of you are here for the Render ATL ticket giveaway, so you're going to have to stay tuned. We are going to be doing that midway and at the end of today's live stream. So yes, you are stuck listening to us. And it's going to be fun, though. We're going to make it worth it. So we have people coming in from Marietta, we have Conyers, we have people from all over, and I'm so excited that y'all are here today. And the Instagram live is also on there as well. So let's jump into the things. First of all, you want to introduce yourself to the people?
Yeah. So if you guys don't know who I am, I'm Sequoia. So I started my career as a commercial and music video director. So nothing to do with tech. I transitioned out of music video directing and I moved to Silicon Valley. I'm actually from the Bay Area. So I basically moved back home. But the peninsula, so the other side of the Valley. And when I was there, I had my first venture-backed tech startup. This is backed by Draper Associates, which is Tim Draper. His great grandfather started venture capital in Silicon Valley. So I came in hot. It was very, very hot.
Very.
Yes.
Very. So that being said, you've been a founder, you've been an operator, an investor, a creator, and obviously a strategist. So looking back, what's one pivot that felt scary at the time but ended up being exactly what you needed?
I would definitely say leaving the music video industry because I had no idea what I was going to do next. And I ended up at this all girls entrepreneurship boot camp in Silicon Valley. So it was these girls from the ages of 10 to 15 years old. And they were like the parent or the daughter of Sheryl Sandberg, who was the COO of Google at one point. The CTO or VP of YouTube, and like these really affluent kids, right? And so I'm at this boot camp and I'm coming in teaching them brand and they're coming in learning how to code on Scratch and like all of these things. And I'm like, well, what are y'all doing over there? Like I had no idea. And so they get there on Monday, have no context as to why they're in camp, right? And then by Friday, they're pitching venture capitalists at 10 to 15 years old. And I was like, well, hold on. Just wait a minute. And so I got all into it. I'm like, all right, this is what we're going to do. I had one little girl, Sanjana, who had created an app that changed the color of shoes. Like, it was so cool. And so one of the instructors came to me and she was like, Sequoia, you seem like really into this. I was like, yes. And she was like, you should look at this place called Draper. And so I looked into it and that was my introduction to Tim Draper. I had no idea who he was. And it was scary. It was like, all right, I'm leaving this industry that I had spent 10 years, like blood, sweat, and tears. I'm leaving this industry and I'm going to jump into tech, the complete and utter unknown. I had no idea like that side. Like the only context I had was that all girls entrepreneurship boot camp. And so, yeah, that was my like leap that and I've taken a lot of leaps since, but that was the first leap that I could definitely say like I had some hesitation around.
No, that is one heck of a leap. Also, like that makes me want to step my game up.
I know, like, what are y'all doing?
Cause yeah, I was doing some cool community building stuff at 15, but I wasn't pitching. Like I wasn't revenue generating. Like I wasn't. Right. It was like, hi, like I can help you. But that being said, there's a lot of good side that comes with tech. We all know that. And like you said, you've worked for startups, you've worked with large companies, and of course for your own ventures. But this is something we talked about in the green room too.
Yeah,
a little bit. But what have you learned? Well, no, let me even take a step back. A lot of people dream about starting something of their own. What's something nobody tells you about entrepreneurship that nobody, like, you don't know what you're doing and how bad or good it can get until you're living it?
Oh, that's a question. I think the biggest thing about entrepreneur, we've been sold a lie. So you see, it's a lie, guys. It's a lie. So you think you're going to get in it and it's going to be this quick, like, work from home, freedom. I can do everything. I can be my own boss. I can make my own decisions. I say, I'm gonna find my customers and I'm gonna make billions of dollars. I'm gonna exit and I'm gonna build this Elon Musk sized company. No, okay, none of it is like could be further from the truth. You are at the mercy of your customers. You are in servitude of your customers if you're doing it correctly, right? You should be serving them, right? You are not your own boss, especially if you raise capital. You are then you're at the mercy of the VC that invested in you, right? And so I think just contextually understanding that entrepreneurship is a long game. You're not going to jump in and all of a sudden have this company that's just like doing all the things. It's going to take time for you to find product market fit, go into understanding who your customer is, who you're called to serve, right? And so once you do that, I was looking at a map and it was like a trajectory of all the top companies like Slack and like just the big tech companies now that how long it took them to find product market fit. And it was years. So you think, okay, I'm going to jump in, I'm going to find product market fit, I'm going to have all this revenue and it's going to be great. It's like, no, like be prepared to like put in the time and the work. And so, yeah, I think that's the biggest misconception.
No, look, I 100% agree because so for those of you who do not know, yes, I run marketing at Render, but I'm also in partnership with the founder. And that means we make a lot of decisions together as a family. Well, we decide, the founder, y'all's founder, he decided I want to see how it feels to put myself in the situation of my ticket holders, my attendees. I'm going to give up alcohol for a year. That meant I gave up alcohol for a year.
Sacrificial.
I gave up alcohol for a year because we wanted to put ourselves in the situation of what does an attendee who doesn't drink alcohol go through so we can make the experience better. It's just because we didn't want to be confused with a party conference or something of the sorts. We were like, okay, let's make sure this is actually good.
Yeah.
And that was a year. And I kept going. I haven't had alcohol since.
I am so proud of you. Okay.
I don't need that. And now I'm like, is there mocktail? What else do we have? Because like you said, if you're doing it the right way, you're in servitude of your customer all the time. It's not just some of the time. I mean, 365, 24/7, honestly, 25/8, if we're being for real. But no one talks about that until you don't get it until you're in it.
Yeah.
So that kind of leads me to my next question, which was, you started talking, you kind of touched on it. What have you learned about validating an idea before spending months, even years building it? Because like you said, you have this idea of like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the thing and it's going to work.
Yeah. I think a lot of the times us as entrepreneurs, we're builders, right? And so naturally we're creative and we want to create. So we go to market and we've already built out a full product. And now with AI, we're all spinning up lovable apps. Okay. So like everybody has something in the market and they're ready to go. And they're like, here's the thing. And then crickets. Right. And so what I know to be true is you got to test and validate and co-create with your audience. You need to be asking your customers from day one, like, am I solving the actual problem that you have? Right. And as you're going through that process, then you're going to get a lot of ideation that's coming specifically from your customers. And then you build as your customers are giving you that feedback and you're consistently having a feedback loop, right? So you may build one feature, test that feature, and then build another feature. Because what happens is if you build everything ahead of time, you essentially have all of these features. Your customer doesn't know what's going on. You assume that they want what you've built and they may not want it. And then you go to market and you try to price it and they're like, So I think what happens is there's a lot of variables in it. And if you can co-create with your customer, you're going to alleviate a lot of that pain.
I agree wholeheartedly. Let's see. I was trying to see if anyone's in the comments who has questions yet, but they're doing pretty good so far. So you seem to have a really strong sense of purpose behind the work that you've chosen to do, like from the pivot and beyond. So how do you decide which opportunities are worth saying yes to and which ones are just distractions?
Yeah, so I have a through line in all of my companies. So I've been 2 times venture backed. I had 1 exit, and then I have now another ed tech platform that I'm creating. In that first, all the things, all the things. So in that first company, it was in the ed tech space. So it was 7 a.m. So Masterclass actually was our direct competitor. And with Masterclass, they were just raising their Series A. And so I'm curious. So I went to the office. So let me see what y'all doing over here. Let me take a look. So I'm in the office. I'm like, they were so on to me. They were like, girl, please excuse yourself. But I needed to understand what else was going on in the market. And so because of that, I was able to see what they were creating, right? And I knew I had an affinity for teaching. So even while I was creating 7 a.m., I was an entrepreneur in residence at Draper, and I was coaching their entrepreneurs. So then my second company, Commas, it was essentially a playoff of 7 a.m. It was like, okay, I raised venture capital. I didn't know how to build a profitable business. So let's create an ed tech platform that's all focused on building a business for profitability. I don't care about raising a cent of venture. We need to create profitable companies so that we know and understand how to actually move the needle when it comes to revenue, right? And so that was the second company. And that company actually got sold to a venture capital firm. So even though it was like, I'm focused on profitability, they were like, well, we want our entrepreneurs to be focused on profitability too. And so essentially I rolled that up into a VC firm out in LA. And now the platform that I'm creating, which is essentially a faith-based business school, is all about incorporating the faith. So if you see the through line on all the things I've created, it's all about coaching entrepreneurs and helping them understand like how to grow and scale a company, right? And so I think that has always been my passion, and my through line is like understanding what the gifts that God gave me, which is literally helping the entrepreneur grow as an entrepreneur. And so I think for you guys, as you're watching this, you should be looking to see what you're seeing over and over and over again throughout your life. If there's a reoccurring theme, that's likely a gift that God gave you that you may be trying to skirt around or you just aren't receiving correctly, right? And that is going to be, what you need to be paying attention to in order to execute your vision as you're here.
I agree. And I love the fact that you're doing a faith-based business school. Like, that is so cool. We had a conversation about it in the green screen. So you know how I feel about that. I love that. That's so good. And it's so needed. So that being said, we are so excited to have you at Render ATL this year. I think I'm going to try to do you think they'll let me bring a nameplate for myself? I'm like, this is Brianna's seat, so I can make sure I'm front row and center all the way.
You got it, girl. You got it.
That being said, though, for builders who are trying to create something meaningful, what's one thing you hope they stop doing and one thing you hope they start doing?
Yeah, I really think as somebody who's trying to create something meaningful that you need to focus on your gifts. Like just like I was just saying, it's very easy to chase the trend, right? AI is all the rave right now. Everybody's trying to create something in AI. And really the only differentiator is your unique value proposition in the market, which is you. There is no other unique value proposition. Everything is commoditized at this point. Every single piece of any type of technology that you can create, anybody else can spin up. And because of that, it doesn't make you uniquely positioned in the market. So you have to think about your expertise. Like, what have you been doing over and over again that comes really easy to you that may be difficult for somebody else? Because at the end of the day, it's still a business and you still need to get customers. So if you can specifically speak to a customer with your unique perspective, that is actually what's going to differentiate you in the market. The other thing that I would lean into is having a wedge, right? And so when we talk about a wedge, you hear the word niche. So in tech, we call it a wedge. It's the same, right? And so your wedge is essentially how targeted can you be, right? So you specifically, let's just say you want to create a tech platform that is for cloud-based computing on the enterprise side, specifically for brands or companies who generate over $5 million in revenue. Like, it's madly specific, right? And you have to then have what's called founder market fit. So you have to have your expertise baked into that too. So like having that wedge and then growing out to the edge, meaning like now I can scale that out. Like maybe those enterprise companies were in healthcare. Now they're in, I don't know, something else, right? Whatever the next industry is, but you're scaling out versus like saying in tech, it'll be like, okay, your total addressable market. Like, I'm not going after the entire market. I'm going after this really small slither of the market first, and then I'm going to grow into a bigger segment of the market. And so if you can capture that slither first, then that is going to be imperative to your growth, your journey.
I always tell people that, and no one ever believes me. I hope they believe you because it's so true. It's like people are like, "Why isn't render, international yet?" And we're like, "Relax,
Baby
just
steps.
relax for a little,
Baby steps.
relax a little bit. We're not ready for that." Like mentally, yes. Like, who? Emotionally, no. It's not the right. It's not the right time.
Yeah.
And granted, we have our friends in like Latin America that we're working with and doing things with, so that's fun. But that being said, we have a couple of questions in the chat. Do you mind answering some of them?
Yeah, let's do it.
Good. Okay, so the first question is, was there a breaking point for you where you almost wanted to give up but didn't on your start to entrepreneurship? If
Every
so,
day.
what was the breaking point and how did you overcome it?
Every day. I wanted to give up today. Like there is no like entrepreneurship is hard, right? It's really who can survive the longest. Like somebody, I'm so serious. It's like
No, that's valid. That's very valid. Like you could be first to market, but that doesn't mean you're going to be last to leave.
exactly. And so the tenacity that that's why I lean into the faith though. Like full transparency, that is why faith is so important to this journey for me, is because you need something bigger than you. Like if it's on me, we done. Like I was done yesterday, right? Because it's difficult. Like you're always trying to figure out, okay, where is the next customer? How do we find, especially in the beginning, because you're still trying to find product market fit. So like I was saying before, it's taking companies 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years to find product market fit. It takes a lot of time. When you do, it's like, psh, but it takes time. It's called a J curve. So you're like this, and then all of a sudden it's like this, right? But you got to get through the valleys before you can actually get to the peak. And so for me, the thing that has helped me overcome that is my faith, to be honest. Like that's literally all I've got.
The outlook, because sometimes it gets hard. It gets so hard, and you have to just persist. You got to keep going. So our next question is, when do you know when do you know you're ready to bring your business to the venture table to get funding?
Yeah, so venture capital is in a very interesting space right now. I've raised twice, but the first time I raised, you could come to the market with a prototype, right? An idea, you had a big enough total addressable market, meaning I had enough market share that I could capture in order to basically return. Okay, so let me just break down what venture capital means first so we can contextualize this. So when you decide to raise venture capital, you essentially are telling them, I believe my business can return your entire fund. So if I have a fund of, let's just say, I don't know, $100 million, I believe we can have enough of an exit based off of your percentage. So maybe they got 10% of your raise or your round, right? I believe that we have enough of an exit that I can actually return your $100 million. Like that is venture capital. So if you don't feel like at any time that your business can grow that big, stay away from venture capital. That said, now today we raised a small friends and family round last year, and then we had a VC venture capital firm out of California come in on the company I have now, which is in the agentic commerce space. So I have two companies. So on that company, because it's a smaller firm, it's not like massive. Like we do believe we can get to the point of scale and liquidity on the agentic commerce side. So we're more trusting of that. But it's venture capital, there's layers, right? And so I say now you need to have customers, like a lot of customers, like not even like just a few who've tested, but at least enough to validate that your product is viable in the market. And then you need to have a solid product that could not be copied. Basically, they're looking for defensibility. So they're like, okay, well, what makes you uniquely positioned for this business? And then how do you defend it if somebody else comes in the market and says, hey, no, I'm going to do exactly what you did? Like, how do you defend it? So like those are the things that I think about when considering venture capital.
Whew, and that part is so real because the amount of times I have launched something and it's gone well, it's gone so good, and then I see it pop up elsewhere and I'm like, huh. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Cool. But it's true. You have to be able to defend it, man. Like, and this is, I don't even take capital. Like this is just as a grassroots bucket. What is it called? Bootstrapped company.
Yeah.
Because no, and it's real, and especially if you do decide to be bootstrapped, then having to also go up against people who
Who
have
have
the
capital.
backing.
Mm-hmm.
That capital is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
We just talked about like at work, something happened, and we have just imagine our budget is 50,000, their budget's 500,000, and we were like,
Small details.
oh, okay, we can keep trying. So that being said, someone wants to know, do you have an end goal in mind, or are you just seeing how it progresses?
No, my end goal is this faith bet. He was like, "Are you going to create another business?" No. My end goal is definitely my faith-based business school because at this point I have enough knowledge to give back. Like, just here you go.
Take it.
Use me.
Yeah, I can already tell I'm about to be first in line at
Yes.
your talk. I'm gonna be right there, dead smack in the middle, like, teach, help me.
Use me.
So there's another question, and I feel like both of us are able to answer this one together probably. Someone wants to know how to find resources to help with things like marketing, social media, etc. when you don't have enough funds.
Ooh, that's good. You want to shoot first and I'll go after?
Oh my goodness. First of all, you don't need a lot of money to invest in things like marketing and social media. However, you do have to decide how much time are you willing to trade. At the end of the day, we live in the world of AI, and AI is your friend, and it does help people like me, a marketer, go faster, be more efficient, do things en masse. I mean, I have a bunch of graphics I'm sitting on for my personal brand, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to use these, but I haven't taken the time out to actually use them myself. Neither that's not here or there. But utilizing AI and not just saying, make me this, you do have to become a prompt engineer at the end of the
Yes.
day to be able to get out what you need from that. And the cool thing is, there's so many tools nowadays that are free and readily available for things like marketing and social media, which, of course, as a marketer, I'm like, no, go to your friendly person and do it and like hire somebody. But again, if funds are the issue, start with there and asking your preferred AI to say, hey, act as though you're mine is biased because I work in marketing, but like you could ask for a chief marketing officer or a marketing strategist, whatever you're specifically needing. And even before that, kind of ask AI what you actually need first. Ask that what you need, then act as though they are that, and being able to create not business plans, but plans for you, for your marketing, for your social media, acknowledging that you don't have a lot of funds to spend on advertisements and all those things. There's so many tools out there, y'all,
Yes.
that will make you so much better. Render does not use those tools.
Oh,
Nope,
you
it's coming
girl.
from me. But but there's so many tools, but there's also so many grants out there to help small business owners to be able to hire people. But again, it does take time. So it comes back to the question, how much time are you willing to trade to do the thing? But I'm going to also let you, yeah, what your take is on that.
No, I agree. I'm so in alignment with that because you're either going to spend in money or you're going to spend in time, right? And
Mhm.
so for me, I'm optimizing for it using AI. You still have to be your voice. So in the beginning, when you're building a business, it's founder-led sales. There's no way around it. So I've seen people try to like, spin up the avatar and like do the whole thing. There's no trust, and people are purchasing from you because they trusted you and actually solve the problem that you've stated that you can solve, right? And so your voice still has to lead. It still has to feel like it's coming from you. It still has to be optimized from you. So if you do use an LLM to generate, let's just say, some pieces that you want to put out on social, it still has to sound like you. So like you were saying, it needs to be prompted correctly. It needs to be trained correctly. And that'll help you optimize. I'll talk about this more during my talk at Render, but I love Claude. I call Claude Claudisha.
Oh, that's cute.
I love it. Like, because it's so trained on me now that I don't even have to go back and remind it. I'm like, look, this is what we're doing right now. And I can use it to build things, especially its extension. My goodness. Like today, I had to do a whole rebrand for my website. I put it in and walked away. I came back, looked, you good? Okay. Went back to doing what I was doing, right? So, like, to your point, it's great for optimization. It is not good to lead. You still have to lead the conversation.
No, I think that's always really funny because we do utilize AI, of course, at Render. Like, I don't mean to say that we don't use it at all. Like, we do use some of it, but when you actually talk to me, you realize the voice of render, it's actually me.
Yeah.
Once, if you actually meet me, you'll be like, wait a minute, this sounds like Brie wrote it. I was like, yeah, it does. Because we trained the AIs. When we do use them, we trained it. We actually downloaded, what was it, like about 5 or 10 years worth of my tweets to give a personality for certain things that we do, because that's what we wanted. That's not that's what I wanted. But it's true. Look, I was like, I want this to be that. And I didn't mean to share that. But so it's so important. I cannot wait until you're talking. I'm so excited.
It's gonna be so fun.
This is gonna be so good. Like I said, I might hold the line, you know, like, hey guys, we got a VIP coming through. It's not me, but now we can open the doors. Just follow me. No, I'm kidding. No, I have no doubt that your talk is going to be jam-packed. So that being said, if you're in the chat and you're wanting to be at her talk, you need to be at Render ATL, which means it's time to give away some tickets. And for someone who was in the chat, yes, I'm sorry, it was me taking some screenshots of something so I could give away these tickets. And we're gonna play a fun little game. First of all, I need to know how many people are actually trying to win a ticket to the conference. So if you're trying to win a conference ticket, I need you to leave a comment right now. Just say, you know, me, I'm trying to go, whatever the case might be. Because I would hate to not give away enough tickets. That would be terrible. Let's see.
I got some, please, like, yes.
me. Okay, cool. We got enough people. Now we have enough people to play. There are 4 companies who have sponsored Render from the beginning. This is going to be a game now. I have 4 tickets to give away. You have to go to the Render ATL website and go to our sponsors page, or just off the top of your head dome. Like, if you got it, tell me which, you only have to mention one, but tell me what 4 companies have sponsored Render all 4 years that we have it on the site.
Coming in hot. They're coming in hot.
Hold on, I gotta go. I gotta look. Okay. oh my God. Someone already. Okay, so we got one Zillow. Okay, so we got. Oh, I need my notebook now. Okay. Hold on. Oh Jesus, I didn't expect us to know. Okay. So Intuit is not one of them. Ain't that Intuit's not one, but the first person who said Zillow was correct. So that's done. I don't know how to say your name. You were right. So you can stop trying to. So there are 3 more companies. Let's see if anyone's getting it. Mary, you better go to the website. Okay, someone got FanDuel right. Good job. That is Another Millennial. Love that name. Another Millennial 9457. You're correct. I'm like having a look. New Relic, Slay Your Content. Good job. You got that right. And let's see if anyone's going to get the other one. Someone said that. Someone said that. Let's see if someone gets it. Y'all are missing it. I ain't seen it yet. Haven't seen it yet. Haven't seen it. Nope. We're missing it. We got one more. They're there. I'm looking at the screenshots that y'all were talking about me taking. I think. You know, I also did use AI, so.
Small details.
Oh, yep. Nope. They're there. I see them all 4 times. Yep. They're there. Let's see. Oh, someone got it. Fatty Matt's got it. It was Vercel.
Amazing.
So the people who won, I need you to send me an email, and you have to like screenshot your YouTube account so I can tell it's you. So that because I wrote your name down. I wrote all y'all's names down so I can confirm. And I'm going to put marketing. I'm not going to put my personal Render email, but y'all got the marketing one. Y'all are a little active today. So it's just marketing at renderatl.com. You're just going to send a screenshot that proves that you are really the owner of that account. And I'll get you your tickets this week. So
Hey.
you are coming to Render ATL. I'm so excited. And that means you better be in this talk right here. You better be in Sequoia's top first 2 rows. I'm expecting it. But for everyone else, I'm so glad that you played to win. We will be giving away some more tickets at the next live stream. And I'll come up with a really fun challenge. Just know that I had a whole goal in mind today that I'm probably going to try to execute next week. I think that's a next week thing. When I'm not the person doing it, and I think I need someone to code it for me, honestly.
You're like, help.
But I'm so grateful for everyone who tuned in today. Y'all were very active in the chat. We love that. But Sequoia, is there anything else you want to chat through or talk about or tell the people before we log off for today?
I'm just super excited. Can't wait to meet you guys at Render ATL. And if you need a place to tap into in terms of your faith and building your business, definitely hit me up. IG, LinkedIn, Threads. I'm even on Threads, you guys. You can find me anywhere. And I will definitely send you guys a link to Faith-Based Business School. But I will see you at Render.
And Cool Tech, I see your comment and I was wrong, but both of you can be fine. So you also send me a message as well. That being said, we're going to log off. We got a video for you before it probably shuts off, but we really hope to see you all at Render ATL. It's going to be the best year yet. And I might be biased, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct.
Awesome.
But until then, we will see you guys later. Make sure you tune in. Don't forget, we also have live streams next week and workshops in person at our new office in South Downtown in Atlanta for those of you who live here. And we'll see you soon.
All right. Bye, guys.